Good evening, Internet. Shim here playing Standard tonight. And the Pro Tour Lorwyn Exlipsed was this last weekend. I saw some good matches. There was one Italian player, Marco Belacca, who went to the semifinals playing Jeskai Control, which is a very good deck and has been for a while. But his version of the deck, his wincon was only one creature, like one Unagi. His wincon was Lightning Helix plus Jeskai Revelation. Now, Jeskai Revelation is the kind of spell that can be a wincon in itself. The problem is that it's so expensive. It only really comes out in the late game. What if you could ramp into it, though? That's what we're going to try to do with some Rampant Revelation in Standard. Okay, so Rampant Revelation is a Jeskai Control list, and our wincon is Jeskai Revelation, really, primarily. That's what we're going for. The 7 mana instant, you know this spell, it's really powerful. It's Jeskai colors +4. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. It deals 4 damage to any target. It creates 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. You draw 2 cards and you gain 4 life. So, like, any game where you can resolve this, you're getting really far ahead. If you can resolve like 2 of these in a game, you really should win this game. The problem is it costs 7 mana. So what we're really trying to do is ramp so that we can play this card much earlier than, you know, turn 7 or 8 or whatever, when you would normally be able to play this. So we're adding green to the deck for these shared roots, which are just rampant growths. 2 mana, put a tapped basic land onto the battlefield. We've got a bunch of basics in our mana base, and we've got a 4 of, I don't know why there's 2 different arts here, Circuitous Roots, which for 4 mana puts 2 basic lands tapped onto the battlefield. So theoretically, if on turn 2 you played your roots, so then on turn 3 you're up to 4 mana, you Circuitous Root. Then on turn 4, if you make your land drop, you have 7 mana and theoretically can play Jeskai Revelation on turn 4. So that's why we're going for this ramp of 2 to 4. There are other ways you could arrange the ramp package, but this is how I'm choosing to do it in this particular build. We also have a 1 of Spelunking, which makes the lands that we get off of our shared roots and Circuitous Roots come into play untapped, which is a very good thing because you can use that mana right away. And then the rest of the deck is a lot of stuff that you see in Jeskai Control, the usual suspects. So we're trading some of the card draw from like Marco Belacca's list for our ramp. We also are a little lighter on removal, than his list is, but we've added some Planeswalkers. So let's just go over the spells here. For interaction, you know, we've got to Get Lost. Only 3. There's a 4th in the sideboard. We've got an Abrade. We got a couple of No More Lies. Now we're playing. Belacca played 4 of these. I'm only playing 2 to make room for the ramp, and also because like there's so many Cavern of Souls decks these days. Some of the most important spells that you want to counter in Standard right now are going to be elementals coming off of Cavern of Souls. So I just think counter spells in general aren't as good as they have been because there are so many Caverns of Souls. And then we got 3 of Lightning Helix, only 3 copies. The 4th, the Braid is a 4th 2 mana removal spell. Since we're green, we can play a 1 of Royal Procession, which I just really like this card. I'm always trying to find a way to like make this card good. I think this card is actually really good for this deck. As an instant speed regrowth, just regrow a counterspell at instant speed or a Jeskai Revelation. I think this card's going to be awesome for us. And then we've got the full split playset of stock ups that you would suspect. We've got the Sweepers, a couple of Day of Judgments, and a couple of Ultimas. Now, what we have that Belacca wasn't running is some Planeswalkers, just because I like a few more robust win conditions in my control decks. And I just think Planeswalkers are really good. These Planeswalkers are all walkers that create tokens, like 3 mana Ajani. I think both of the 3 mana walkers from Lorwyn are quite strong. A 3 mana Planeswalker that can produce tokens every turn and be a removal spell is a really good Planeswalker. And then we have a 1 of Ral, which is a good Planeswalker that can create prowess tokens for us and also can draw us cards, which can be very useful. And then we have the 1 of Elizabeth Stormslayer, which doubles up the token production from our other Planeswalkers and provides a good win con with its 0 ability and removal with its -3 ability. So we have these Planeswalkers as additional win cons. They're also just kind of distractions. Like most of the games we're going to win by casting Jeskai Revelation. So, you know, our opponent can spin their wheels and, you know, spend the resources trying to deal with our walkers. Meanwhile, we'll just be ramping. Eventually, we'll cast like 2 Revelations and just win the game. So the walkers are here both as like diversion duty and as, you know, potential win cons. They are strong cards. So that is the plan, a total of 26 lands in the deck. You do need to have lots of lands to go along with your ramp because you want to actually ramp. This is a common mistake that I used to make in decks that included a lot of ramp, was like you think you're adding this extra stuff so you can cut a lot on your land count, but you really don't want to cut too much on your land count because you want to make your land drops as well as ramp out lands to get additional lands onto the battlefield from these cards. So that's why I'm running the full 26 lands, even though I have 8 ramp cards as well. And nothing fancy in the meta base. We're just bending over backwards to try to make our colors requirements, which are pretty crazy. We do have a 1 of Demolition Field. Hopefully, if we get our Spelunking out, our Shocklands become a lot less painful as well. The sideboard contains some extra counterspells and a null against artifacts and enchantments. Disdainful Stroke is a spell I like against lots of stuff, including like Ouroboros and Sweepers, other big stuff. A Negate is here as well for more counters against control. We got a Crystal Barricade to give us hexproof against those burn and discard decks. Exercise against artifacts, enchantments, and mid-range decks with big creatures. We've got Get Lost number 4 in the sideboard. We've got a Beza against those aggro matchups. We got a 1 of Heritage Reclamation, which is a cool versatile interactive piece that can exile artifacts, enchantments, or graveyards, destroy and exile 1 card from a graveyard. A couple of Soul Guide Lanterns are our supplementary graveyard hate. Voice of Victory is here against decks that want to play at instant speed. We got 1 Pyroclasm for a 5th sweeper against like Badgermole Cub decks. A couple of Torpor Orbs are here for those elemental and other ETB decks, and 1 Tishana's Tidebinder is good against a lot of stuff like Simulacrum Synthesizers. It's good against Dimir targeting Kaidos. So that is Rampant Revelation. Let's see if we can play some Jeskai Revelation early and often, and before our opponent is really ready to deal with the power that this card brings to bear. In testing, it's been pretty good. Let's see if we can win some matches in the gold tier. We've been reset of the ladder. If you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Mithrandir will be our first opponent. Some Rampant Revelations. We're going to be on the draw, and our hand looks fine. We'll keep. We've got to Get Lost for early interaction. We've got Spelunking. We've got Revelation. Blazemire Verge. Okay. Iron Shield Elf. Okay, so this is the Go Wide. It's a Monument of Endurance deck. We do have our Abrade, which is good news, I guess. Do we want to play our Mysterized Village? We'd come in to play tapped. Are we going to do anything this turn? Like possibly Abrade this elf? No, we want to save Abrade for the Monuments. We don't want to Get Lost the elf either, so I think it's okay to just play a tap land. Yep, there's the Monument. So they can get 1 trigger off it. Well, we have to kill the Monument immediately. So, yep, I guess we're playing this tapped. Destroy the Monument. They can get 1 trigger off it. Well, I guess they can discard multiple cards to get multiple triggers off it, but they only get 1 turn worth of triggers. Just gonna go for all 3 modes? Sure, why not? Okay, just 2 modes. Ping us and draw a card. Alright, we're down to 10. I could stock up here. I think I like stock up. I like finding a green source so we don't have to take damage off of a ramp spell. Breeding Pool plus... Let's see. So here we're going to be down to 4. I think in 2 turns we could have the Revelation online. if we take Breeding Pool plus Shared Roots. We'll play Breeding Pool tapped here. There's the Mako, who they can grow arbitrarily large. Okay, so let's Shared Roots. Oh, maybe we wanted to Spelunking first, actually. Yeah, I think I did that wrong. We'll get a red source. Okay, then we can play our mana, Spelunking. Are we just gonna die, though? No, we actually can play Revelation next turn as is, just by making our land drop. So here, we're gonna get lost something. Probably the Mako, because it's gonna get huge. There's a FOMO. Sure. Okay, so here we're gonna get lost the Mako. Three, but now check it out. Yeah, go ahead, track your maps. Grim Bobble, that's not going to be too useful. So now we can... do I just do this now? I can wait, I guess. There might be a spell or something that I want to capture with this. Monument. Yeah. So let's bounce that spell. Do 4 damage to the FOMO. Gain 4, draw 2, make 2 tokens. Another Revelation, perfect. Alright, we will chump. We can actually do this again next turn. Can I Spelunking plus still hold up Revelation? I can't. Can I Shared Roots plus Revelation? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have exactly 7 mana right now. I can't. Alright. So just make our land drop. We'll attack, I guess. Because we're going to make more blockers. Pass. Monument. Bounce it. Do 4 damage here. Draw 2, gain 4. Get 2 tokens. Alright, they give the thing indestructible, but we make them tap it so they don't get to attack this turn. They also don't have enough mana to replay the monument. A bobble can kill one of our dudes. So what did I say? If we resolve two Jeskai Ascendancies, we should win? That may not be the case. when there's a monument in the mix. Let's do some spelunking. We draw a land. Sure, we'll put this land onto the battlefield. And we'll play this land untapped. Let's get another land. Play it untapped. And let's attack. Okay, no more lies there. Monuments. They won't be able to pay for it unless they make their land drop here. Which they don't. Cycle a Mako. Alright. Yes, if you resolve 2 Jeskai Revelations, you should win that game. Okay, so against that deck, Pyroclasm's not that good because the creatures get too big. Well, they're a monument deck, so we want Heritage Reclamation, we want Annul, we want Exercise. And I think we want Get Lost. I don't know what else we need. Possibly Negate. Probably good. Maybe we can trim a little bit of the ramp, since we can just control them pretty well. I'm gonna cut Rowl. Maybe I don't have room for this Negate. Yeah, maybe we don't need the 4th Get Lost. Let's just try this. Alright, yeah, hand looks pretty good. We got an Abrade and an Ultima. We'll keep. Alright, Moon Shadow. It's gonna be big at some point. Play a tap land. Bloodthorn Flail. Let's them discard cards to their Moon Shadow. At the end of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, which they do now. So do I already have to kill this Moon Shadow? I guess so. Otherwise, they can just pay 1 red to get that back. They don't have red mana currently, of course. I would have to spend by Abrade, but I have this Ultima if they play a Monument later. Yeah, let's just pass, or do I do it now? I think I do it now because I might not have another window before they get to bring their Phoenix backs otherwise. FOMO. I should have brought in Soul Guide Lanterns. That was an oversight. Okay. Let's do some shared roots. We'll get Plains. Take our land drop. So next turn we can circuitous route. And we'll have 7 lands. Well, there's the monuments. Or if I draw a white source, I can just Ultima, which I would totally do if I could. Alright, untap white. I might be dead if I don't. Oh, jeez. They have land, creature... Okay, they only have land and creature, so they don't get double combat step. They will get their Phoenix back, though. I guess we'll just see if this is good enough. White plus blue. Alright. I might be dead here to the monument. We'll see. We'll see. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Okay, I live for one more turn. I think I have to just Ultima here to get rid of the monument. When this card enters, discard a card. I don't know. Or I could Jeskai Revelation. Bounce the monuments. Yeah, it gets rid of the flail also. I think I like Ultima here. Just get rid of the artifacts. There's another flail. Okay. Now we are in the clear completely. Another flail? Sure. Alright. Let's bounce one of your lands, do 4 damage to you. Gain 4, get 2 tokens. Alright, they're going to Triumph discarding, so they're going to get to do their pulse thing. Alright, let's... Elspeth. Make some more tokens. Attack. Let's ramp. Oh, I should have done that pre-attack. That was dumb. Get a land to make our land drop. Feeling pretty good. Just a matter of time before we draw more Jeskai Revelations as well. Alright, let's stock up. Jeskai Revelation plus Lightning Helix. Yeah, I don't see how we possibly lose from here. Make some tokens.
Join the fight.
Do we have a Revelation up now? We don't. So I guess we'll just stock up again. Circuitous Route plus Exercise. We can exercise their case so they don't get to draw cards next turn. Opponent scoops. Alright, Jeskai Revelation. One heck of a card. Ramping into it. Actually pretty good. Tela MTG will be our next opponent. We're in Platinum tier now. I said we were in Gold, but I guess we've graduated. We're going to be on the play with some Rampant Revelation, and our hand looks pretty good. We can keep. I mean, hopefully our opponent's not too aggro, because we don't have any, like, creature interaction. Llanowar Elves. Alright, that's scary. There's our Revelation. So our village will be untapped here. Let's go ahead and just ramp. Grab a mountain. Temple of Abandon. Dragon Sniper. Okay, Give Judgment's gonna be good. So let's stock up. I'll grab... I think... Ajani... plus... stock up? Make our land drop. Alana and Elena. Okay, Alana and Elena are pretty scary, so I think here we'll sweep. I think we gotta sweep here. We can regrow our Day of Judgment also now. Nature's Rhythm X equals 2. What drop could they be choosing? Oh, Badger Multi-Up. I never would have guessed. Okay, do I just regrow my Day of Judgment? I think I do. Yeah. Get back Day of Judgment. Cast it again. Get rid of the Badger Mole. So they no longer have mana to tutor anything with this. They can X equals 1 for a Llanowar Elf. If I get an untapped land, I actually have Revelation active. Okay, sure. Raoul. I think I'm gonna stock up. I'll get Ultima plus a land. Play land. We can play it tapped. Play Ajani.
I am here to bring you home.
We can make a token, or we can damage. We can kill this earthbent land. They can just earthbend again and make another thing. So I guess I'll just make a token. This is really just like if they want to spend their mana doing this while I'm like setting up for my planeswalkers and Jeskai Revelations. I'm cool with that, really. In fact, I should have probably just killed that, which would make them kind of price them into having to use their lands to attack my planeswalker. Oh, Ultima, by the way, if they come to Earth and multiple lands, Ultima means they don't get back those lands when they die. Oh, so I guess I'm Ultimating this turn. That's gonna be vicious. So I have to make sure... Yeah, I don't have enough mana to do anything and then Ultima. But I think Ultima is the play here. They lose 2 lands out of it. Permanently. Abrade. Yeah, okay. Sure. Nice Abrade. Alright. I think we can start casting these Revelations this turn.
My ally stands strong.
We'll pass. Abrade on my token? Sure. Okay. Let's bounce the Abrade, do 4 damage to you. Gain 4, draw 2 cards, make 2 tokens. They don't have enough mana to replay it. Okay, and I think this game is in the bag, as they say. Let's play Raoul. Prowess up our dudes.
Doesn't
Making
take a
Otter.
genius to see something weird is going on.
Heritage Reclamation. Gonna exile a card and draw. Okay. Sure.
Otter to otter?
Kithkin. Let's do this. Ramp, get some prowess.
Gotta work with what's available.
We'll grab a plains plus this island. Attack for 6. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Men's Rag. Phenomena Recorder. It enters with 3 film counters on it. 2, remove a film counter. Copy target activated or triggered ability. Oh. So I think we just kill you. Bounce, do 4 damage there.
New world.
Prowess up my guys. Is that a lethal attack? Yeah. Alright, Badger Moles et al. Mid-range. So we do want Pyroclasm. We want Exercise. I think Disdainful Stroke and Get Lost. Again, we can cut a little on the ramping. I think... Sorry, I'm having some technical issues. 2 more cuts. Spelunking. And 1 more cut. I don't know. Stock up. Okay, I think our opponent's roped. We'll keep this. Oh no, opponent actually does want to play. Okay, good. It looked like they were fully roping out there, but they're back. Good. Thank you, opponent. All right, let's lead on our tap land. Pyroclasm should be good. Badger Mole Cub. Alright, Pyroclasm. Okay, overprotect their elf. Abrade. Okay, well, we can kill the Abrade. Or we can kill the elf. Let me kill the elf first. It's going to activate their land to make a 2/2, which will become a 4/4. Yeah, the relentless pressure that this deck applies. Okay, yeah, they get to get their thing. Alright, let's exercise the Boroid. We can get lost that land. Another Boroid. Never mind. Get lost the Boroid. Ral. Do I want to play Ral? Yeah, let's get down Ral. Start making otters.
Hey, you see a guy in a blue hood around here? You get to be my protege today.
Admiral. So, opponents played through a Pyroclasm and 3 spot removal spells. And they still have access to 4 mana, 6 on their next turn. Through a Sweeper and 3 spot removal spells. Full Throttle. Okay. Find me a sweeper, please, Ral.
Think big.
Thank you. Let's discard... I guess plains plus shared roots. I don't have any green sources for right now. Yeah, judgment.
I can invent my way to victory.
They land. Unfortunately, we haven't done any ramping this game, so we're still 2 lands away from our revelation. Loot. Sure. Alright. Let's play Ajani.
I've calculated exactly what I
Make a
By
Kithkin.
my axe, there will be just
Make an Otter.
belies your bravery.
need. Thanks for the helping paw.
Pass the turn. Formidable Speaker. They can discard something if they want to tutor up a creature. They discard Full Throttle in order to get Aganosaurus Rex. So they're gonna cycle this to give something trample and indestructible? Or are they just gonna cast this? You know, I'll just kill this loot, that's fine.
I have a plan.
I guess I could have killed it, chumped it, and then killed it with a Ajani. I'm just in the waiting room for mana 7, 6 and 7. Badgermole colon cub on top. Okay. Let's make a Kithkin.
Stand by my side.
Let's draw some cards.
Evidence here somewhere.
Perfect. Discard Disdainful Stroke plus, actually, Disdainful Stroke plus land. Shared roots.
It's time to embrace the local culture.
I guess we'll get forests. Make our land drop. I think we're just gonna chump block. We've got Revelations lined up for the next 2 turns, so we should be good, I would think. Gonna explore on their cub. No, don't attack my planeswalkers. I'll chump with a Kithkin. Okay. So I don't think I want to give them access to all this mana for next turn. So I guess I'm just doing this now. Bounce your land, kill your Badgermole. Gain 4, draw 2 cards. They can make the Badgermole indestructible. Okay, yeah, I should have bounced the cub, maybe.
Plans coming together.
Well, we'll see if that becomes relevant. Then let's make an Otter.
I hope you've got
And let's
bottled
make
lightning.
Kithkin. And let's
Thank you
attack.
for your aid.
Oh, their Badger Mole's indestructible. Just firing up their land. Tapped. Okay. We don't quite have enough mana to stock up and still Jeskai Revelation. I believe we do want a Revelation right now, though. So sure, let's bounce you, do 4 damage to you.
New world requires new strategy.
Draw 2. Okay, and then we can... We'll just attack with our dudes. They block at the sure. Then we can Helix the Depra, which I should have done. But I wanted them to block. That's why I didn't do that pre-combat. And then we can make more tokens.
You get to be my protege today.
My allies stand strong.
Good game, opponent says. Yeah, wasn't even that good of a game. Jeskai Control so good. SDRU, the Ambitious, will be our next opponent. Some rampant revelations. Yeah, I like the fact that we have ramp and removal, so this is a definite keep. Okay. Etched Cornfield. Let's just play our Temple Garden. Tapped. Alright, let's do some ramping. Grab our mountain. Next turn we can play a walker. What's our opponent doing? Playing green and white lands and passing the turn is what they're doing. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just play Ajani. Start making Kithkin.
Can help you find your
Could be a get lost here.
Your size belies
No.
bravery.
King's Iceberg. That's an enchantment, right? Okay. Let's stock up. See if we can find an untapped land here. Yeah, let's go No More Lies plus. Plus Mistrise Village, I guess. Then we can village, get lost to Iceberg.
Come
Another
with me to
Kithkin.
safety.
Attack.
Side by side we fight.
Sirach. Sirach is good. Ooh, Elspeth. Alright, let's play Elspeth. Make some Kithkin.
I light the path to victory.
make
Stand by my
soldiers.
side, friend.
Ready arms!
And I think we'll just pass. Innkeeper's talent. Yep. Unflinching courage. +2/+2 has lifelink and trample. 7/6 lifelink trample. Just gonna attack. Okay. Sure, we'll block with everything. You don't have first strike or anything, right? No? Well, this saves us having to target you with a removal spell. You have no mana available either. So yeah, we trade all of our tokens for Sorok, which is fine by us. Make some Kithkins.
Thank you.
Make some soldiers.
I welcome all.
Play Ral. Make some otters.
Fine. Just have to shock the answer. I hope you've got bottled lightning to share.
Alright, opponent scoops it up. Well, we didn't even need Revelation there. Our walkers got it done for us. So, like a Selesnya mid-range deck. Maybe we want Exercise and Get Lost. That's probably about it. Maybe Disdainful Stroke? We don't know. We didn't see anything that would warrant that yet. Maybe I'll cut No More Lies. Cut the No More Lies. They're gonna have Sorok and I don't think I really need it. I don't know why my PC is so squeaky all of a sudden. Okay, yeah, I like sweepers, so we'll keep this. Hand is slow. Alright, I do like getting the second white source there. Well, opponent's hand is pretty slow as well. Settle down, bro. It's all good. Frenzied Baloth. Alright, I don't really want to sweep yet. Let's shared roots. We'll snag another island, I guess. And then we'll play this on, it doesn't really matter. White tapped. Go ahead. Just attacking with the Baloth. Okay. Well, I guess I'll play this Day of Judgments. I imagine they're going to have some kind of protection for their Baloth. I do have Revelation next turn. Opponent does nothing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this Revelation is going to be pretty good, I think. Cavern of Souls on bird. Okay, let's bounce one of your prairies, do 4 damage here. Even Interrupter. Gonna shut that down. Okay. Sure. I draw another Jeskai Revelation. Sure, we'll just do this for 2. Bounce your land, kill your Aven. Draw some cards, more revelations on the way. Alright. Destroys village. Go ahead. Figure of Fable. Sheltered by ghosts. Gonna get one of my tokens. Get lost my other token. Okay. Level up the figure. I could just get lost it and pay the ward. Yeah, I think I will. Sure. Get lost. Pay the ward. Restoration magic. Okay. Sure. Well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have to pay for ward. I can pay the ward cost. So let's bounce your land. 4 damage there. Pay the ward. Draw tokens. Trapped in the screen. Okay. Let's ramp. Get a planes. Let's play Ral. Make an otter.
Hail? Oh, croc, I'm an otter. Together we can shift the current.
Explore. Abrade. Can kill these llamas. Sure, I'll keep an Abrade. Attack for 5. Make our land drop. Got another Jeskai Revelation in hand. I don't see how we can lose. You want to hit Ral? I guess I'll block you. Alright. Maybe we just bounce your land, do 4 damage here. Overprotect. And we'll kill it in response, I guess. Get another prowess trigger.
Oh yeah. Plan's coming together. I am confident this will work.
Attack. Make another otter.
Otter to otter?
Opponent's sticking it out. I'm not sure why. Innkeeper's talent, eh? It's good if you have creatures. Go ahead and get rid of that. Opponent scoops. Okay. Jeskai Control. It's pretty good. Satoke the Mighty will be our next opponent. Some rampant revelations. Because Jeskai Revelation is even better when you can cast it early. Okay, our hand looks good. We do have spells we can play. We'll need to find green mana, but we can do that. We have an Ajani we can play on turn 3. Devil? What devils are there in Standard? I guess we're about to find out. Hydra. Okay. Reckless Detective. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and this creature gets +2/+0. Okay. So I feel like I don't want to shock. Shared Growth. I think I'll just Lightning Helix this thing. I should have let them discard a card first. That was silly. I was very premature on that. X=2 for their Hydra. Okay. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. I think I'm just going to Shock and Rampant Growth. We can actually regrow our Lightning Helix next turn, potentially. I guess I'll get an Island. Diamond Pickaxe. I'm gonna make some treasure. Abrade. Yeah, let's shock. Play a Ajani. Make a Gift. This thing has Vigilance.
Side by side we fight.
Pass. Another Goldbane Hydra, X=4. Alright. This gives them tapped treasure tokens. Sure. We'll just kill this one. These Hydras are hasty. Well, we'll block, I guess. Johnny's down to 1. We're just drawing land. That's not great. We don't even have anything we can regrow. This thing does damage to tapped creatures too. Wow, opponents just has the hate to our deck here. Alright, make a token.
Stand by my side, friend.
Make a land drop. Pass. They have a ton of mana available. Yep. Attacking Ajani. Yep. That's fine. Yeah, Johnny's dead. Firebending students. Do I just kill the firebending student? Yeah, let's kill the firebending student. I mean, it's like they already have a ridiculous amount of mana. Okay, we just are breaking on lands here, so... Alright. I mean, if we draw Revelation, we're in good shape, but we got pretty much nothing going on at the moment. We do need to draw something. Like a Jeskai Revelation, for instance. Opponent has a lot of mana. Yeah, well, let's take it. Circuitous routes. Our route to victory right now is a bit circuitous. A white and a red. Play a breeding pool. Pass the turn. Generous plunderer. The treasuring continues. Okay, this guy does damage. When he attacks, deals damage to the defending player equals the number of artifacts. So yeah, the plunderer actually is gonna hit for huge amounts. It has menace, so I can't block it. Well, I think the most I'm getting out of this Kithkin is 1 point of damage reduction, so I might as well do that now. Can't block Plunderer, so I need to top deck something or I'm dead. Stock up. Can I find a sweeper? Like Ultima. Stock up. Plus get lost, I guess. Stock up again. Revelation plus Helix. Okay. Theoretically, we can kill both their creatures on our turn. They're gonna create treasure for us? They are. Oh, thanks. Innkeeper's talent. Yep. Alright, let's kill the Hydra in response to that trigger. Yes, you get treasures, opponent, it's true. Alright, going all in, fully leveling up the talent. Equipping in response Helix. Okay, well now we've got Jeskai Revelation, so we can counter their next play. They will get to just replay it though, because they have so much treasure. Biotech Specialist. So that means that we die, right? They have 8 treasures, which represents 16 damage. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Well, let's see. No more lies. Counter it unless you pay 3. Okay, so... bounce... this... bounce a treasure? Yeah, I don't know if this is enough, but this is what we're gonna do. Bounce this, hit you for 4. So, do they still have enough treasure to kill me with? I think they just do. Yep, their 7 treasures are 14 damage, correct? Yes. Alright, they just got us. Alright, well, we had a pretty anemic draw there. So there we saw, like, the green ramp spells that we have in, like, Marco Belacca's deck. Those would be card draw spells. So, would casting Consult the Star Charge there have been better than ramping us? Maybe. Against that, Exercise, Get Lost. Like, what's their Cavern of Souls deck? So, I don't think No More Lies is going to be that good. Yeah, I think we run it like this. So here, Spelunking, like we got ramp, we don't have any removal for what they're doing. We got a lot of ramp though, like theoretically, this is the draw that can get us to turn 4 Jeskai Revelation if we make our land drops. I'm gonna keep this. This could be a nut draw, or we could crash and burn. We'll find out. We can draw some untapped lands. This will be good. Alright, let us do some shared roots. We will get Island. There's the biotech specialist. Alright, circuitous roots. I think we're going for it. Get island, plains plus mountain. I'm gonna make a lander, ping us for 2. Fire Nation Cadets. They're 1-2. They need lessons in their graveyard to have this be turned on. Okay. Get Lost. Let's do some spelunking. Draw. Shared roots. Let's stock up. Revelation, there we go. Plus Monastery. Play that. So now we have Revelation for next turn. Hydra X + 4. So what do we want to do? How do we want to do this is a question. Boy, the Hydra is really, really annoying. I think we'll pass. We'll play this land on blue. We can shared roots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and still have 7 mana, I think. How much do we have now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't have 9. Yeah, I can shared roots. Get another mountain. Still have revelation mana. Fire Nation Palace, gonna give that creature firebending. Okay. Alright. Let's bounce the Hydra. Kill the Cadet. Draw 2, gain 4, get 2 tokens. Auroral Procession to flash back our Revelation is pretty good. We're gonna take 1. There's a Reckless Detective. Okay. So what do we want to do next turn, I guess? Or do we want to just deal with their board right now? Yeah, let's stock up for starters. Get another stock up plus land. Play this land. Kill this thing. Kill this thing. Attack for 8. I guess theoretically we could lose to another biotech specialist. Like, they'd have to play this Hydra for a bunch. Okay. So we're not going to lose this turn. Alright. Kill the Hydra. But we can actually Revelation the, okay, we just drew Revelation. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we can stock up. We'll get a Revelation plus a Get Lost. Now we just have to keep up Revelation. Attack. Generous Plunder? Sure. Firebending Student, okay. Sack. Sure. Let's bounce the Firebending Student, do 4 damage to the Plunderer. Draw 2, gain 4 life, get 2 tokens. Firebending Student is back. Gonna get mapped? Sure. Yep, Plunderer on top. Yeah, game's over. And, yeah, I think we just do that again. I think you just do that again. Crystal Barricade might have been a good card to board in, because I don't know if that guy who pings you when they sack tokens targets. We got Revelation and Ramp. No green mana, but we'll find it. I'm gonna keep this. This hand is slow, so the stock up better be good. Drawing a green source in the first couple turns would be helpful as well. There we go. So here we have the turn 4 Revelation if we can top deck lands. And that's pretty good. Yeah, the Biotech Specialist to target opponent, yeah. So, actually, what's it called? We'll snag Plains. A Crystal Barricade would have been good. But here we have turn 4 Jeskai Revelation, so I have to think we have a good chance here, although opponent's stuff. Alright. Root. Are we gonna survive long enough? I think we will. So here we get Island plus Mountain. Alright, they're gonna do some firebending. Or gonna sack their lander mid-combat to ping us. Okay. And they can use that mana to boost their power as well. Alright, we're down to 6. But we have Revelation online. So let's pass the turn. Realm Scorcher Hellkite. Oh, I didn't play my land untapped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention to my mana. I played a tap land last turn. Uh-oh. Oops. No. So we're gonna die. We actually die. Yeah, we die because I played the wrong land. I could have, bounced that and, like, killed something and gained 4. Alright, opponent. You got us. You got us. My less per hour will be our final opponent with some Rampant Revelation. See if we can redeem our horrible punt from the last game, which, you know, I liked our opponent's deck from last time, so I'm not that sore about it. It's my own fault. Although I did blow my chance to show off the turn 4 Revelation. With this draw, however, we do not have a turn 4 Revelation. However, I think it is keepable, since we have a Get Lost. Candy Trail, alright. Opponent seems to want to gain life. Alright, let's play Monastery. Two colorless lands and a Candy Trail. Hello. We'll play Plains. Okay, they now can produce colorless mana, colored mana. That's good for them. The Furdock Core for 4 can become a 4/4, or it's a mana rock. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Land go. Thrumming Hive Pool. Yeah, that thing. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 colorless slivers. Yeah, that's a little scary. But we're passing. Alright, more Revelation. Our Mysterized Village currently enters tapped. Well, let's play this on green. Play Ral. Make an Otter.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird is going on. You get to be my protege today.
Alright, they're gonna fire up their thing. These things have haste, huh? Slivers you control have double strike and haste. Okay, so those are gonna do 4 damage to Ral. Sure, we'll block.
Careful. I am not used to pause.
Stock up. I don't know if we can
Thanks for the
beat
helping
this
paw.
thing. We need to find our Abrade, and we need to find a sweeper.
A solution!
Neither of those are what we're looking for. Ugin. Back to where we gets rid of our Planeswalker.
I see no threat that I cannot manage. Spend this
Adaptive Automaton.
preparation yields success.
For Sliver, another Thrumming Hive Pool.
Knowledge is a virtue.
Alright, yeah, opponent had the nuts and we had a really slow draw, so... Okay. Exercise, Annul, Disdainful Stroke, Negate, Tishana's, Pyroclasm? Yeah. And then we make 6 cuts. I think our plan is solid. If we can cut some of these Get Losts, Lightning Helix. I don't think the Helix is going to do us any good. They kill individual slivers. The Get Lost can kill the 4/4 maybe, but other than that, it's not very good. Maybe we'll cut Ral. Cut a couple of the walkers since we're boarding in all these sweepers that will kill our tokens. We'll keep Elspeth. Let's try this. Kill your stuff. Get to Revelations. So this hand can shared roots on 2, which would let us get lost on 3. We also have a Pyroclasm. The Tidebinder also can shut down one of those sliver hives. I'm gonna try this. It's very risky keep. What do I play my first land on, though? Well, one of these is gonna be on green, right? I guess I'll say green. Okay, we draw Sacred Foundry. Sure, so I guess we're shocking. Do this. We'll get blue. We could draw land plus the Poo-Poo UFO. Alright. I could hold up Tidebinder for the poo-poo. I think I just want to ramp, though. We want to ramp, and we want to top deck Jeskai Ascendancy is what we want. Or Revelations. So let's snag Plains plus Mountain. Okay, we didn't tap their poo-poo. Candy Trail. Double scry to the top. Alright, let's stock up. Find Revelations, please. Yes, Revelations plus negate. Should be good. Play this land here on blue. So we have negate or Tidebinder held up. Let's Tidebind that. No poo-poo for you. Alright, so they don't get to ramp. Three Mox Jasper. Okay, they have a changeling. Which means their Mox Jasper does add mana. I could just Pyroclasm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I don't have enough mana for a Revelation. I'm just gonna pass. Nutrient block. Like, do we care about the nutrient block? Not really. Sack it, draw a card. Alright. Let's bounce a land. Do 4 damage to this thing. Gain 4 life, draw 2 cards. Alright, let's stock up. Get Lost plus Day of Judgment, maybe? Shared Roots. Guess we'll do that. Cast Shared Roots. Grab. Spike Source. Have we made our land drop this turn? We have not. So we'll shock here. Kill the poo-poo. Attack for 11. We still have negate held up for a Ugin, but then after that we don't have much. They cycle a land, sure. They can't cast Ugin anyway, they don't have enough mana. Fountain Port. You're gonna try to flip a coin to get a treasure. They did. Okay. We just draw land. Which is not great. Play our land, pass. Ugin can exile something. One of our tokens. Alright, so we'll counter the Ugin.
Heed my counsel.
Ultima. Ultima isn't good for us. This doesn't add mana. Those are just maps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if they can top deck another Ugin, that might be bad for us. Play this on whatever, doesn't matter. Findoc Core, There's the Hive Pool. Well, we need to find something for that. We have Ultima. Which I guess we're playing. Jasper. Gonna try to make a treasure. They do. Come on, can I draw a revelation, please? Something? Stock up. Okay, let's stock up. There's revelation. Plus circuitous routes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't route and revelation, so we'll just hold our mana. And this revelation should win us the game, I believe. Gonna make a 3/3, sure. Gonna make a fish. Okay, now we definitely win the game. Unless they can gain life right now, which I don't see any way they can. They have to gain life in response to the Jeskai Revelation. Alright. Bounce your thing, do 4 damage to you. Good game. Okay, that's more like it. Yeah, Ugin's super scary. But I think we just run it back. Okay, we got Abrade plus ramp. We're good here. Alright, Mountain go. There's the poo-poo. Alright. I think that we need to Abrade that. Not let them ramp. Oh, I chose the wrong mode. I chose the wrong mode. I chose the 3 damage mode and not the artifact mode. Well, we'll see if that costs us the game. In real life, that's an error that would never occur. Alright, share routes. Get our island. Yep, that was a very costly mistake. We'll see. Well, we're not under any pressure. We weren't under any pressure. Let's see. We've already used our Abrade. We have an exercise, right? Stock up, try to find our exercise. There's our annul. Well, it looks like we're gonna lose to our error. We'll see. Stock up plus what? Plus annul? I guess. Play land tapped. So this thing normally costs 6. I think they got like 2 extra lands off their poo-poo, so... we can tide bind that thing. Which helps, maybe? Ultima certainly helps. Plus, there's the exercise. Okay. Ultima plus exercise. The question is, do I need to exercise this now? Can I take another turn of hits? I take 10 damage if I don't exercise now. I can take less, though, because I can Lightning Helix something. Yeah, I think I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to be greedy. I'll discard one of these circuitous routes. Another Thrumming Hive Pool. Okay, that's perfect, actually. So let's Lightning Helix this land. So we're gonna take 10. We go to 3. Okay, that interest tapped, so then we can Ultima. Get rid of all of it. Only we had a null up after that. We have our exercise, though. That's something. We have Ugin. Well, we can actually tide bind the Ugin.
There is clarity. Focus. Breathe. And learn.
The problem is they can also attack with that land of theirs. Let's do some spelunking. Put our starting town onto the battlefield. Well, we gotta do this. So we will be we'll have to trade for their creature land. Oh, I could have annulled that that creature. That was silly. I absolutely should have done that. They do not attack. Circuitous route. Get some more lands. Play this on white, I guess. Tapped. So since we're at 3, do I need to kill this? I don't think so. If they attack with both creatures, I guess maybe I do, because then if they have a removal spell or something for my Tidebinder, then I lose. One, two, three, four, five. I have 10 mana, so yeah, I don't think I need to play Exerciser right now. Okay, so I have to block.
Open your mind to possibility.
And I top deck a land. Alright, that's game. Well, that poo-poo mistake might have cost us that. Not 100% sure, because we didn't draw especially well anyway, but still. Okay, so our final record with Rampant Revelation, Jeskai plus green control, was it 3-2, and like one of those matches, you know, I absolutely punted, played a tapped land when I should have played an untapped land, just miscounted my mana, so I wasn't able to cast a Revelation when I should have been able to in the second to last match. Pretty sure that there would have won me that match. In the second match, I made a big mistake where I chose the wrong mode on Abrade to not kill the poo-poo UFO, which means they got off their Ugin. They got off their artifacts earlier than they would have. Definitely some mistakes were made. Yeah, I mean, Jeskai Control is really powerful. Like, there's no doubt about it. This is like way sweatier of a deck than I normally play. These cards are really good. Jeskai Revelation, we saw, was fantastic when we were able to resolve it. And as I predicted, every game where we were able to cast 2 of these, we actually won. So, I actually think the ramp is really, really good. You know, there's some question as to whether this is the right kind of ramp. There's all the other alternatives you could play. You know, you could use Mana Dorks. You could use things like Ancient Cornucopia. The reason why I chose these is just because, one, you know, I just think that, like, putting extra lands on the battlefield is a good way to go if you want to ramp. And I just like the idea of being able to curve the shared routes into the circuitous route on 3 so that you can Revelation on turn 4, which we actually would have been able to do in their second to last match had I not played a tap land when I shouldn't have. So I guess the real question is it worth sacrificing what you lose to add these green cards? What do you lose? You lose Consult the Star Charts. You lose a couple of No More Loss. You lose a little bit of removal, like compared to Marco Belacca. He had a full playset of Lightning Helix. I only have 3 in the main. He had a couple of Spell Snares, which is a good spell, and he had 1 Rest in Peace in the main, which I'm lacking. Now, I've already explained, like, I actually don't think the counterspells are that big of a loss, especially No More Lives, because there are so many Caverns of Souls. I'm a little down on Consult the Star Charts, too. Just because Spell Snare is such a widely played card. And it just totally gets Consult the Star Charts. You can't rely on Consult when you're in a pinch to draw you out of the situation against an opponent who's playing blue if they have even 1 blue mana untapped, because you can really get got, and it feels bad to, you know, tap out on a critical turn 4 mana for a Consult, only to have an opponent with 1 island untapped just counter it completely. So I'm not as high as on Consult the Star Charts as I used to be. They're probably, I don't know. I like these green ramp cards. And I like Auroral Procession in this shell as well. So I don't know. I kind of think this is good. Maybe with some more iteration, the mana base could be tightened up a little bit. Although we didn't really have problems with it. Now another thing is I have these planeswalkers, and you could just swap these planeswalkers out for more controlling removal cards. You know, you could. There's 3 slots available to you right there. You could add 2 Consult the Star Charts and Lightning Helix number 4. You could add, you know, a new Nagi plus 2 Consult the Star Charts. So rather than play these Planeswalkers, which really, like, they're good, but they're just kind of, like, not even really needed for this strategy, you could just swap them out for removal spells, and that might be a better way to build the deck while still retaining the green ramp cards. But I'm thinking I like the ramp cards. I like the idea of getting to the Jeskai Revelation early, because this card is just game winning when you resolve a couple. So yeah, I think the deck is really good. It probably could be built a little better. It certainly could have been played better. We lost at least one match we shouldn't have. But overall, yeah, it's good. Jeskai Revelation is gross. It's a gross card. And I think playing it early is a sound strategy. So yeah, you might see some more Jeskai Green Rampant Revelation Control in a tightened up build in the future, because it's fun to play. Like, it is a little sweatier than I typically play on this channel. You know, it's like a Jeskai Control's an S plus tier deck that can easily win tournaments, and our list isn't that far off from, you know, a tournament winning list. So, you know, I don't like to play decks like this too much, but I do think the spin of adding the green cards was worth giving it a go on the channel, and it was fun. So you may see it again. Anyway, that's going to do it for Rampant Revelation, Jeskai Green in Standard. If you liked it and you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I stream MTG on my Twitch channel every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. There's a link to the Twitch channel in the description if you want to come check out the action in real time. So I hope you all have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you later in the week. Peace out.